Why does sugar taste so good if excessive amounts of it are so bad for us? Put down the jelly donut and learn the evolutionary science behind why sugar makes us salivate. It turns out scientists have been asking this question for decades. There are hundreds of peer-reviewed journal articles trying to answer that every question. Let's take a look at what they're come up with. Although some of us outgrow our love for sugar, perhaps as our desire for it becomes outweighed by our desire to avoid the post-sugar haze or crash, you would be hard-pressed to find a child who doesn't have a sweet tooth. But let's stop for a moment before we blame their parents for letting them indulge. Studies have been showing that the love children have for sugar may be in it. In other words, kids may have a built-in love for all the sweet things. The preference for sweet foods is found to be already evident in newborns who prefer sweeter formulas. It also seems to be shared by children globally across cultures and climates. There's further evidence that kids' taste buds are more sensitive to bitter-tasting foods, further pushing them to reach for the sweets. Sugar gets a bad rap, but it is not all bad. Sugar provides our bodies with calories, which we can then convert into energy. Children in particular need this energy to fuel their rapid growth. Sugar also helps us store fat, which can be drawn on later should we need it. Our body knows to crave the things it needs as a way of signaling our brain to start eating what we're missing. They know that when they start thinking about stealing the peanut butter sandwich that's been floating around in their kid's backpack, it's probably not because the sandwich is so delicious. It's more likely that they haven't gotten enough protein for that day. In the times of pre-human primates and early humans, those who ate the most calories had a better shot at survival and thus at passing on their genes. Fruit, the most common natural source of sugar, could provide more energy than other sources of food, like vegetables, but was relatively scarce. So most scientists suggest that those early humans that ate more fruit lived longer and had more babies. Those future generations may have then evolved to crave that sugary fruit as an important part of their survival. Another theory is that we evolved to love sugar because it is commonly found in the plants we eat for the other reasons. Plants use sunlight to process water and carbon dioxide into a type of sugar called glucose. That glucose then provides the plant with a food source in the form of starches and the building blocks for cellulose, which forms cell walls. So, here's the theory. We can't bite into a plant and immediately taste the vitamin C our body needs, but we can taste the sugar that we know exists alongside the vitamin C. We may have developed our love of sugar while trying to make sure we were feeding our body other more useful nutrients. In fact, our tongues are especially good at detecting simple sugars like the glucose in plants. They have special receptors built for just this task. We humans just took it to the next level by putting sugar in nearly everything else we eat. Until next time, this is Extended, and if you're not a fan yet, you can subscribe and comment by telling us how much sugar you consume every day.